Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth, and also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Okay, so today we're going into the warning of the warning that is in Revelation 13, right, verses 16 and 17, and how this ties with the A in the title digital spam, which in this instance, spam was savior, pestilence or plague, and now we're on the A, which is all, A-U-L, okay? Okay, so let's first go to Revelation 13. All right, this is Revelation 13, verses 16. It says, and he, again, that is the wicked, okay, causeth all. And we went into that word causeth all. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do those things again, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at something else. As a matter of fact, let me check something out really quick. Oh, never mind. Okay, so, okay, the he that verse 16 is speaking of is Esau, Edom, or the so-called white man, all right? Or Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, or the wicked, okay? They haven't been done away with. Let's read this. Let's read this definition in this is Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. All right, we're going to Edom. All right. All right, it says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. Okay, so they're going to be dealt with. Now, why do we say the so-called white man? All right, let's do this. First, let's do um, Okay, this is Genesis 27 and verse 38. It says, "And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above." Okay, so he would, hold on, this is verse 40. "And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off his neck." All right, let's do, Lord willing, we can do this in in some type of order where you can get some edification or understanding off of this. Okay, Esau. This is why we say Esau, Edom. Okay. Genesis 25 and 30, it says, "And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom." Okay. Genesis 36 and 1. "Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom." Okay. Genesis 36 and 8. "Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir." Esau is Edom. Okay. Genesis 36 and 19. "These are the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these are their dukes." Okay, so you can see why we say Esau, Edom. All right, now let's go back to Genesis. Now it was told Esau that he would get the fatness of the earth. He would gain the earth. Okay, who has control of the earth now? And be truthful with yourself. Who makes these laws? Who gets in trouble, or who penalizes people for speaking against them? Okay, Esau, Edom, and Amalek, which Amalek is a grandson of Esau. All right, but they are all Edomites. Okay, why would the Lord give? Okay, hold on, wait. Let's do this. No, let's do this. This is Malachi 1 and 4. It says, "Whereas Edom saith, We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever." Okay? So this is how we know that they are the wicked. All right? Now, um, all right, this is the word for border. Okay?
Strong's H 1366. Gevul. Gevul.
Okay? It says border, territory. Okay? Border. All right? Territory enclosed within boundary, region, territory of darkness. All right? Now let's look at that word wickedness. They are the territory of wickedness. All right? It says, this is the word for wickedness.
Strong's H 7564. Rish'ah. Rish'ah.
All right. It says outline of biblical usage: wickedness, guilt, wickedness in civil relations, wickedness of enemies, wickedness ethical and religious. All right. They are the wicked. Now, let's not stop there. We're going to go ahead and go to they are base men. Okay. All right. This is Job chapter 30. All right. When the Lord sent Edom away. Okay. Mm. All right. It reads, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. He didn't even want these people next to his dogs. Okay? It says, yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed. Under the nettles they were gathered together. What is this braid?
Strong's H 5101. Nahak. Nahak.
All right, it says to bray, to cry out. Let's get some. Let's get a definition from Oxford Languages and see what it says. All right.
Bray.
Okay. It says noun, the loud, harsh cry of a donkey or mule. All right. Verb, it says of a donkey or mule, utter a bray. Okay. Let's see. All right. It's saying the same thing. Anyway, so now let's go back to Job 30 and 7. Because this is when they were sent away from the Lord. Okay. So this is Job 30 and 8. It says they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Okay? So they were base men. Esau, Edom. Okay? Now, let's look at this next scripture. Even though they were base men, right? They had received the blessing for the fatness of the earth. All right, let's go to Daniel chapter 4. All right, we'll start at 15. Okay, It says, nevertheless, leave the stump of his roots in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass, in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven. And let his portion be with the beasts in the grass of the earth. Let his heart be changed from a man's, and let a beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. Okay, so this all points to Esau, Edom. And prophecy tells you who this is now. Who is ruling now? Who does anything that, who is not in trouble like other men? Hold on. Hold on. Now we're going to Psalm 73. Psalm 73. All right. The heading reads, "The end of the wicked contrasted with that of the righteous." All right, this is Psalm 73. I'm going to start at 1. All right, it says, "A psalm of Asaph. Truly God is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." All right, the foolish people hold close to the wicked. All right, the wicked prosper. Okay, these foolish people that hold to the wicked, they think they're prospering, but they're not. These little monies that you have, these little few houses that you have, that's nowhere near the prosperity that these people have. Okay, and Asaph almost slipped. It says he was envious at the foolish when he saw the prosperity of the wicked. All right, not that the wicked are not foolish. All right, they are also foolish for going against the Most High. All right. Verse 4 of Psalm 73, "For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm." All right, they seem to live, hey, especially compared to the average Israelite death, how we're dying at very young ages. Okay, and these people live for a long time, it seems. All right, for a long time. Hundreds, okay, hundreds, even over 100, okay, because their money, their wealth affords them to get to the top of these surgeries. All right, they're not stressed like other men. Okay. Psalm 73 and 6 now. "Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes," and don't think about that on a small scale, man. There's a lot of wars going on in this world, man. Ever since this country was a country, right, there have been wars. All right, they boast about being the ones who uh, had this country grow, and they boast about their power, being on top of this country. All right, so why are these wars happening? And it's not just this country that they're the top of. All right, Esau is promised the fatness of the earth. All right, so why are there so much wars going on? Yes, there are Israelites involved in foolishness. Okay, in this country, all over the place, all over the place. 2/3 of Israel. just gone, man. But as far as global, ain't no Israelite running things global. Rules or anything like that, okay? So when you read verse 6 in Psalm 73, look at the bigger picture, okay? Look at the biggest picture, all right? It reads, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. All right, now think about that. They have more than their heart could wish. Okay. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Okay. You can look at Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter. All right. Psalm 73 and 9. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. Okay. Did I already probably already read it, but you can keep reading that. But it mentioned that they are not in trouble as other men. Okay. All right. They are not in trouble as other men. As soon as you speak the truth, especially. Okay. Most of the world is ignorant, so they're not going to pay attention, or they're going to take side of the devil. They're going to take side to these lies just because the lies have been told to them longer than the truth has. So they think the lies mean something, man. All it is a lie is a lie. The truth is the truth. Okay? But when you speak the truth, when you speak against these people, point out the truth about them, you get in trouble. All right? You get demonetized. You get shut up. You know? You have to shut up and play ball with them, man. All right? If you are the 2/3, 1/3 ain't gonna put up with this shit. All right, we're standing up now. All right, and that doesn't mean we're going to do violence either. That means we see you. That means we know the truth. That means we've been set free. All right, that means we know that vengeance is the Lord's. All right, so that is how we know. Just a little tidbit of how we know who Esau Edom is. And with that being said, Israelites look like all nations. They even look like Esau Edom. All right, we were spread into all nations. Into all nations. All right. So now let's get back to the topic. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all. All right. Let's go ahead and look this up. Causeth all.
Strong's G 4160. Poieo. Poieo.
All right, poeo. One of the definitions reads to make ready and so at the same time to institute. All right, so in this instance, we're talking about cause and effect. Cause the problem, all right, give the solution. We can see this all coming. He's lining everything up, well, through the through the Lord, all right? Through the Lord, all of this is going on. All right, the Lord has given us the script to what's going on, man. Anyway, Esau thinks he's slick and hiding. We see him. The light is on you, all right? The light is on you. So they're setting up these problems that are all going to come to down to this micro C hip, all right? This MOTB, this RFID C hip, okay? So that's what Revelation 13, 16, and 17 is speaking of. And it gives you, if you don't take it, they're gonna threaten you with not being able to buy or sell. All right, disrupting your life, literally and physically. Okay, if you do not cooperate. Okay, so are you gonna be worried about what they're gonna do to you, or are you gonna be worried about what the Lord is gonna do to you if you take this thing? Most people, since Esau is their God, all right, since Satan ultimately is their father and your father, if you're 1/3 or 2/3 and you hold on to them, all right, all of you are going to get the same end as far as this nuclear fire that's going to come here. You're going to get melted. When I mean come here, I'm talking to America, which is also Babylon the Great, which is also the future site of the lake of fire. All right. So Revelation 13, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. All those things that it gave you there, small, great, rich, poor, free, and bond, that includes everyone. Okay. That includes everyone. Okay, and if you don't take it, verse 17 reads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay? So if you take this thing, you're basically taking a digital all. Now let's see what this is. Hmm. Uh, let's first, before I even read the scripture, let's get this. Let's get the definition. Hold on a second.
Strong's H 4836. Mathsea. Mathsea.
Right, that's the word for all. It says all, a boring instrument. All right. So when we go into the, well, we'll do that. You know what? Should we do it now? It says a boring instrument. B. Hold on. All right. BORING. Okay. A boring instrument. All right. Just remember that. Okay. A boring instrument. All right. So this is all right. This is Exodus 21. This is likened. We're gonna get to the point. All right. But keep in mind a boring instrument and an awl. Okay. That's what an awl is. Okay. Exodus 21. The heading says ordinances for the people. It says, now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy an Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. Okay? And we're going to jump down to actually we're just going to go ahead and keep reading. 3, it says, if he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. Okay? And a few scriptures came to mind there. Lord willing, we'll get some. Okay. So if you notice, Exodus 21:4, it says, Exodus 21:5, it says, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. All right. Then he receives us all, which represents serving his master forever. Now, that's likened to today. Oops, hold on. All right, let's go to John 8 and oh man. We'll go to John 8, we'll do 31, all right? The heading above 31 reads, the truth will make you free. Then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye disciples indeed. And and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. All right, so just like that servant, all right, if he hold on, as a matter of fact, give me a second. Hold on a second. All right, excuse me. So all right, so we read all right, if the servant shall plainly say, this is Exodus 21:5. If the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. Okay. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door and unto the door posts. And his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. Okay. So now, if you go to Matthew 10, this is likened to this. All right. Let's see. Hmm. All right. Let's start at Matthew 10 and 27. All right. It reads, "What I say to you in the dark." Oh, this is the AMP also. Matthew 10 and 27 in the AMP. "What I say to you," this is red letter. All right. "What I say to you in the dark," all right, privately, "tell in the light publicly." All right. "And what you hear whispered in your ear, proclaim from the housetops," all right, to many people. "Do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul, but rather be afraid of him who can destroy both soul and body in hell." And don't let that hell word get you messed up. All right, this place down here can be considered hell. A pit can be considered hell. A state of mind can be considered hell. A condition that you are in can be considered hell. Okay? This is Matthew 2 and 29. Actually, let's skip down to 32. All right, Matthew 10 and 32. And I'm going to go back to the King James. Matthew 10 and 32. It says, "Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven." All right. "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." All right. Let me get that in the AMP. Matthew 10 and 34. "Do not think that I have come to bring peace on the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword." It reads, "Of division between belief and unbelief." That's basically what side that you're on, man. All right. I'm going to read down because the point we still haven't reached it yet. Matthew 10 and 35. "But take all these things to heart. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household." All right, here's the point. For when that servant, all right, plainly said that he loved his master, okay, let's do that again. "If the servant shall plainly say," we're back in Exodus 21 and 5. "And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free," okay, which is what you are saying if you don't believe, okay, that you love the rulers of this world, all right, your master. Let me get this. This is the word for. Hold on. This is the word for say. All right.
Strong's H559. Amer. Amer.
It says to say, speak, utter. All right. So do you have to plainly say? No, you can show by your actions, but we'll get down to that in this definition. All right. It says to say, to answer, to say in one's heart. All right, we always go over the heart is lob, your mind. All right, it says to think, to command, to promise, to intend, to be told, to be said, to be called. All right, now here it is. Look, to boast, to act proudly. If you don't um, know that you need the Lord, you're not going to act as though. You're not going to act as such. You're going to act contrary to that. Okay? That's the point. All right? And in your actions, you are actually saying things plainly. Okay? All right. So back in Matthew 10, all right? It's Matthew 10 and 37 now. He that loveth father or mother, well, hold on, let's go back to Exodus 21 and 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. Right? Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the door post, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, right, a boring instrument, all right, and he shall serve him forever. Okay, now let's go back to Matthew 10 and 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Okay? So that's basically what it's telling you. All right? When this MOTB comes around, this micro C hip, you're not you don't truly have faith in the Lord. You are plainly saying with your words, all right, with your mind or lob or heart, all right, through your actions that you love your master, okay, and whatever else is keeping you from turning completely to the Lord, all right, to the best of your ability. Okay, so now let's think about that word all. Boring instrument. A boring instrument. Okay, now how does that pertain to Revelation 13 and 16? Let's read it first. All right, Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, which at that point you are all bond. Okay? Let's look at that word bond really quick.
Strong's G 1401. Doulos. Doulos.
Doulos. All right, sounds like you lost. All right. So at the point you take this thing, you are bond. Outline of biblical usage. It says a slave, bondman, man of servile condition, a slave. All right. Second definition for this says metaphor, one who gives himself up to another's will, those whose service is used by Yahushua in extending and advancing his cause among men. All right. Devoted to another to the disregard of one's own interests, a servant, an attendant. All right. So the one you don't have the mark of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, which is a spiritual mark, a Tawah, All right, you have the one of this devil, the mark of the beast. Okay, the mark of the beast. All right, now let's go into that word and let's see what all. Let's see how we can connect all to this, or how all is connected to this. All right, this is a word for mark.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
All right, charagma. Charagma. Okay. All right, it says, of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Right? There is no one single human being that is an Antichrist. You may be an Antichrist. If you're doing something that is against the Messiah or against the anointed, you could be what the world calls an Antichrist. Okay? All right? It really should say anti-Messiah. All right? So now let's go to the root word of charagma. Okay,
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
charax. Okay, outline of biblical usage: a pale or a stake, a palisade. All right. It says Strong's definition of charax: to sharpen to a point. All right. Through the idea of scratching a stake. All right. So if you can imagine, here we'll just show you. Okay, let's all right, I'm trying to find this. There's a picture of one. Oh, here's a really good picture of one. All right. All right, you have the micro C hip and the instrument which it is delivered by. Okay, the charax and the charagma. All right, there's a little sharpened edge on that thing. Okay, and it's likened to the all. All right, which symbolize your servitude to your master. All right, let's look up at all really quick. All right, these are just examples of all. You can type in AWL. Okay. All right. So you can see how these two things link. to each other and are likened to each other. All right, how the servant wants to stay with his master. So as a symbol of that, it was told what to do with that all. Okay. Now, when this mark of the beast comes, all right, you have the charagma being delivered by the karaks. And you have people who are saying plainly, whether it be through their mouth, in their mind, or through their actions, or all three, or 2 out of 3, whatever. All right, you're either the Lord's or you're not. There is no middle ground. Okay, so you are saying plainly, showing plainly who your master is. Okay. So that was just touching on digital all. All right. When you receive this thing, okay, when you receive this thing, if you receive this thing, Lord willing, well, the ones who are the Lord's won't receive it. Okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. All right. If you do get this thing, your end is destruction. Your end is doom. All right. Let's get the definition for doom.
Doom.
All right. Doom. Noun. It says death, destruction, or some other terrible fate. And that's what you're going to get for holding on to your master, Esau Edom. Okay? Whether you know it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, or if you're just stuck in your cognitive dissonance, just on the ropes, all right, you are headed to doom, towards doom, all right? Similar words to doom: destruction, downfall, grim, terrible fate, ruin, catastrophe, disaster, annihilation, death, end, termination. All right. Doom as a verb. All right. You should be thinking of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right. He's going to bring the doom. All right. It says, condemn to certain destruction or death. All right. Let's see if we can get anything else about doom. Yeah, we can. This is one of these drop down questions. It says, what is the full meaning of doom? It says death. It says noun, fate or destiny, especially adverse fate, unavoidable ill fortune. Unavoidable ill fortune, man. All right, let's see. We've read these before. All right. What is the concept of doom? Doom is death, destruction, the end of the world, all right, the end of this age, all right. The big goodbye. All right. What is an example of doom? To make someone or something certain to fail, suffer, die, etc. All right. Let's see. What is a doom attitude? I'm not going to read that. That's pretty. What does doom mean in the Bible? Psalm 115 and 17. The dead praise not the Lord. Neither any that go down into silence. All right. Let's see. Let's see. What does it mean to doom someone? All right, it says to make someone or something certain to do or experience something unpleasant, or to make something bad certain to happen. Man. What does doom do to your body? You writhe in pain, your limbs twitch uncontrollably, you get convulsions all over your body, your heart stops, you stop moving, you die. Oh, man. Hmm. Does doom affect humans? In high enough quantities, doom can trigger an acute asthma attack in susceptible people. Amen. It says if this is not attended to quickly, the person can die. Man. All right, so you get the point. Hopefully, all right. Hopefully you see how this ties to um, being likened to the all right, that we read about in, hold on, John chapter 8. Okay, let me read this again. John 8 and 31. Then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So we will not be under bondage of this man. All right, we're not going to take this thing that pledges allegiance to him. All right, we're not going to be a servant of this man anymore. Okay. All right, but the rest of you, you better pray. All right, pray always, and we still have to pray because we don't know who are the chosen. All right, but that doesn't keep us from doing these things to the best of our ability. All right. So this was a digital spam, and we touched on the A, which is all. Okay, AUL. All right. Lord willing, in the next video we'll go into digital money. All right. So With that, Kohalo Yahweh, Bahoshem, Yahweh Shai, Bahoshem, Rakaha, Kwadash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. And also Shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number. Lord willing, we'll see you in the next video. Shalom.